Good afternoon. My name is Imam Khallid Shabazz. Recently, I'm getting a lot of traffic from commanders, command sergeant majors, chaplains on this new religious accommodation thing for the Muslims with the beard. Unfortunately, the question always comes back to me. They say, chaplain, no disrespect, but you don't have a beard and you're writing memos for people without beards. I'm kind of confused on that. My job is okay. It's my job to educate the force. The question I always pose back to them, as I pose back to the chaplain today. There are different denominations in Christianity. There are different denominations in Judaism. There are different denominations or different sects in Islam. We are all not homogeneous. We don't all think the same. We don't all act the same. So some of us wear the beard, some of us don't. Some of us wear the hijab, some of us don't. It's not hypocritical. It's not disingenuous. People have different ways of thinking. They have been taught different ways by different people. I don't think it's insincere when you have different denominations in Christianity. You have different ways of thinking, even in the same denomination of Baptist, the same denomination of Lutheran, the same denomination of Catholicism. Whatever the denomination is, there is no congruent thought in all denominations. So you should use the same standard when you're talking to Muslims or when you're implying about Muslims. I think it's disingenuous to lump us all in one group like we all have one brand of thinking, that we all have one brand of action. Muslims have different sects. Muslims have different denominations. Muslims have different flavors depending on who's teaching them, what school of thought they went through, or what sect that they follow. Would I hope it would be all homogeneous? Yes, but that's not the fact. Just like it's not in other religions. So I don't wear a beard because I choose not to. Some sisters don't wear a hijab because they choose not to. It doesn't take away from their faith. It doesn't take away from them being Muslim, and it's not disingenuous for them at their stage of development, leaders, to not want to wear one. Some people who I have talked to in the past, while they want to wear one, they are super afraid of the discrimination of just wearing one and not being treated the same. Some people really want to wear the beard, but they are intimidated, afraid that they're going to be discriminated against more so if they put on the beard. So commanders, chaplains, sergeant majors, and other leaders, use the same standard of judgment that you do in your religion, that you will give us the same respect. We are not one group. We are not one mind. We are not one homogeneous, congruent body. We all have different thoughts, different interpretations, just like Christianity, just like Judaism, just like people who are Mormon, just like people who are Buddhist. Not all groups think the same, and not all groups follow one direction. They may have one center point, but all religions have different thought processes. As your imam in the United States Army, I would ask you to take that in consideration and your leadership style to treat people with dignity and respect, regardless of what they believe. Imam Khallid Shabazz out. Call me if you have questions. Assalamu alaikum.